Seriously? No. Dude, get off my tripod. Mary Jane! You cannot knock my tripod over. Come on now. For the record, we're not raising free-range pigs. This is just what you deal with when you have pigs and subpar infrastructure. This was not how I planned to start my morning, but when you're farming, the plans aren't always up to you. Mary Jane, come on! Here, pig, 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 pig. Come on, Mary Jane. Come on. You know what he's loving, Scott? He's eating that haylage. It's interesting. I'll give you some of that if you go back in. It's your girlfriend. It's way down there in the orchard. Tell her to come back. Mary Jane, come on!
I want to give you cheese.
Okay.
Where is she?
Our pigs love their freedom when they occasionally get out like this, but there's one thing they love more than their freedom. Mozzarella cheese. We have a hookup for free mozzarella cheese, and we use a lot of it, but occasionally we get some that goes bad before we get a chance to use it. That's probably their favorite, but they do love fresh mozzarella as well. So if they can behave themselves and come back in a timely manner, they can each have a block of mozzarella cheese. All right.
Here. Cheese? Come on. Come on. Here, let's go. Took a huge bite out of it.
A boy and his pig. Mary Jane.
Mary, hey. Look.
I definitely still have a chicken laying in this farrowing pen. Royal's taking care of the chicken's cracked corn.
You have
Thanks, Roy.
water for them, Dad?
I didn't check water yet. And I didn't do anything with the chickens. I gave them some cracked corn, but...
Well, this one's kind of clean. I take that back. This side's clean, so
Oh, really?
she's nursing him.
Can we leave her, or will she destroy things?
I think she'll continue to do this. Destroy him.
Can we get her back in?
BJ, how's your cheese? Oh, it looks good.
He took Mary's, so.
He took hers?
Yeah, but he
You are
all the way across
so
the board.
rude.
I took his that he did like a quarter left.
You are so mean to take your wife's cheese. Please stay in today. You had a nice walk this morning and yesterday. No need to get out. You were just plain old bad. I have no words. And you're dusty. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's perfect. There. BJ.
Would you rather have it in their bucket?
No, I think this is what they want.
I mean, jeans. So, I'd like to get new jeans soon.
This is how our pigs drink. These are 50-gallon barrels with a hog nipple on them. And they're able to walk up and slurp their water out. Pigs are notoriously messy with their water, so this is one way to try to minimize how much water they get at one time. They still get smart enough and figure out how to make it leak when they want to wallow. Our best chef.
Oh.
Yep. As usual, we have our crock pots out.
We use those things every day.
We do use them every day. We've got sloppy joes in here for dinner. And this one's getting ready for French toast. Warm it up. And sausages.
We do a haircut today. Give me 5. Yeah. Well then, we do haircut today. Woohoo! Give me 5.
Why?
We have some updates to the farm plan that I'm going to get on the calendar today. For example, the meat birds are ordered, 100 of them coming in on April 9th to our local feed mill. So I'm going to get that on our list. Not sure if I mentioned it, but I had a little problem with my Cerama chick order from Cackle Hatchery. I did not read the quantity correctly, so I'm actually only getting 5 Cerama chickens for my garden flock. So I've had to look for alternate sources to get them locally. And I finally did find a lady. She's a couple of hours away, but she should have some ready, she thought, in a week and a half. So we'll add that on. Then my brother got back to me about when we had the bull. Very early May to mid-May, we can expect calves, which is wonderful for us. By May, our cows are out on pasture and we have good pasture. So I shouldn't have anybody born in the mud or born in the snow or in a blizzard with any luck.
That's why it was.
All right, it is time to filter our sap. We've got our filter in the mail, and I also got my filter holder. So this will hold both the pre-filter that's made of paper, and will also hold the final filter, which is made of something else, more like fabric. I don't know if it's wool or what it is. But we're going to start with the pre-filter for now to filter out any big pieces of leaves or sticks or anything else that might be in the sap that should not be in there. Okay. You would not believe everything it pulled out. It's sort of gross. Okay. So our plan today is to get this outside on the boiler. We have a big LP outside burner for like maybe a turkey fry or something like that. And we will boil most of this off outside. There's a lot of steam that has to come off of this, and I don't really want that in the house. I've got everything we need to start the boiling process. So we've got our pail of clean pre-filtered sap, our LP tank, and our big burner. I've got a fairly large stock pot here. I've got my stock pot here. All of my sap will not fit in my stock pot at one time, but we will continually add it throughout the day as it boils down. So we've moved from the outside boiler to the inside, and we're getting very close to temperature now. We started with almost a 5-gallon bucket, and we are down to maybe a quart jar. It's probably about it. But it's so good to be able to learn the process on a small scale, and then hopefully next year we can have a few more trees. We've lost our post filter, so we will have to use another pre-filter. Not sure where I put it. We'll be more organized next year. Yep. Definitely takes longer to go through when it's boiled down like that.
The bowl is for sure clean, right?
Yeah. Reagan, what's Dad making? Maple syrup. You know where it comes from?
The tree.
The tree, yep.
Seriously?
Well, what are you doing for the next 8 hours? I need someone to hold that filter.
It's got the sediments all down there.
Yeah, I think that.
I think so, and they...
Beautiful. Oh, you got
That's it.
fair amount.
From a 5-gallon bucket down to that. Felt like a lot of work for one jar, but good practice. We are a pretty frugal family, and one of the things we do to save money is Scott is the barber for all the boys. He cuts all their hair, and I cut Reagan's for her. So I don't ever have to pay to have anyone go to the barber shop. That being said, some of the clients are pretty difficult. Wilder is not a fan of the haircut. Look at who's here to see you. Oh, Bear! Oh, Bear! Bear! So cute. Another satisfied customer. The part of manifesting our homestead vision that we're working on today was our aquaponics plan. That was step one for the aquaponics project. I want to be up and growing by September, so as our garden dies down, we have a whole new garden system indoors that is getting started. So Scott and I sat down and went over a plan, and the plan looks something like this. Probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but we have looked at our square footage that we have to work with and took measurements of our IBC totes and of pallets and things like that that we're going to be using. So we have the vision now. We just need to start executing some of the steps. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to be working on cleaning the walls down there and painting them. And Scott is going to hopefully be working on cutting some IBC totes or maybe some other beginning step of the project. But at least we know what the final project is going to look like, and we know that it is going to fit in the footprint, and we have a list of supplies that we need to gather. September sounds far away, but as soon as we start getting all these baby animals, chicks and calves and piglets on the farm, and as soon as our garden plants outside start coming up, we have no more time for anything. So we have to get this done while we're still in the sleepy winter part of the season.